Things to do to prepare for the 21-day fast. First, you want to think about the things that you want to flush out of your system. It could be procrastination, it could be lack of finances or lack of structure in your life, things that you really want to flush out. Then you have to think about the things that you want to replace that empty space with. If you do not have a plan for when you get rid of something, then a new habit or something will fill that space. So if you're replacing a bad habit, if you're getting rid of a bad habit, say for example, oversleeping, then you have to quickly fill it with a new healthy habit. So you want to think about the things you want to get rid of and then the things that you want to replace those old habits with. Furthermore, then you want to structure how you want to do your fast. I'm doing mine for 21 days. This is the beginning of the esoteric new year. It's a fire sign, it's just the ram, so we're able to push forward when we feel like that we can't go on. It gives us a lot of momentum, stamina. It's the spring, so spring is all about new life and springing things into existence and putting a little pep in our step. So we have the power of 3, we have the energy of 3, a fire energy. Continuing that on with the 3 energy, not just with 2 and 1, and also with Aries, fire energy, but as well 3 days fast, automatic, I would say. That completes the fire energy, that completes a new beginning. It's also about creativity and how we can use our creative force to create a new circumstance in our life. So I would say fasting for 3 days. You decide what type of fast that you want to do. You can do a liquid. I'm doing all liquids for those 3 days, and then I will continue the rest of the fast from what I know of right now. I may change it a little bit with fruits and vegetables. I may decide to extend my liquid fast. I'm not exactly for sure, but I set those parameters to know at the very least what I would do. And this is the way how I cut meat out of my diet. Initially, I was just doing it for 3 days, then it went to 7, then it went to 21, and then it expanded from there. And now I'm pushing myself to a new level. What are you going to do to support this new lifestyle, this new mentality? Because you will be tempted, you will be tested, you will be tried during this time. So what are some things that you can do to combat those temptations when they do arise? Like how Christ in the desert for 40 days, where he fasted for those 40 days, he was tempted throughout that time period. He had some I am statements, or probably not I am statements, but he had scriptures. He had things to combat those temptations. He had methods. That's the same thing that we can use. We can use methods. We can use tools that we have, a lot of different things that we can do. So you want to prepare for that because you know that temptation will come. So how will you handle that temptation? You also know during this time when you were working on yourself that people, problems, anything may come up. How do you plan to handle that? How do you plan on preventing things from happening? So if you know that you may be going to be invited out to eat or something like that, and you want to actually work on your diet, you want to keep your fast, whatever it may be for you, how do you plan on addressing that situation if someone invites you out? If you do decide to go, how are you going to work around that situation of fasting or whatever you may decide to do? So people may decide to do a fast where they may fast from certain activities and certain content and material, but you really want to set that perimeter strongly, and writing down the things inside of a journal is great. I actually do have a journal. It's coming. I'm going to be doing a giveaway. It's already published, but as far as the hard copies I was going to do a giveaway for, I thought it was going to be here by now, so that way I could give out a free copy. But anyways, I will have that linked somewhere. Actually, if you go to the link in my bio, you will be able to see the link to the link to purchase it. So even yet still, you can just take a regular journal and you can use that as your journal for this 21 days. I always say it's good to journal because you can get your thoughts out, but also you can have that hard copy that you can refer back to see how you have grown, to see the temptations, and to better equip you for the next phase of your spiritual journey. The next time you decide to fast, you can even hand it down to somebody like your family member, or either you can pull some notes from there for a friend that may need some inspiration. They may be struggling with something in their life. There's many reasons why you could decide to keep a journal or keep notes, so that way you can pull inspiration from those notes. Finding a team. If you were doing this by yourself, perfectly fine. You can pull resources from offline. There's plenty of information that will keep you motivated, inspired, that will keep you focused. You can also plan that out beforehand, so you will have those references for whenever you may feel like you are weak or you just need a little bit of inspiration. We'll be posting periodically whenever messages come to me, or when I have something to share. I have no problem with sharing it, but I'm not doing a continual, like daily. I have nothing planned for doing anything, posting anything daily, just when I feel like I'm supposed to post. Really, I'm taking this time to pull back so that way I can really focus on the things that I'm supposed to do to prepare myself and set myself up and my family for the next phase in our life. Aries verb is I am. So we're getting to the core of who we are. We are currently right now in Pisces season that deals with the primordial beginning, like the subconscious, our imagination, the dream world. So really thinking about the things that we want to manifest over the next several years, as well as by the end of this year, coming back around through Pisces season. So as we are heading into the I Am, which deals with the head, all of this is in the head. So we have our subconscious mind, the infinite possibilities, and then we have the head. I am. What actions am I going to follow up with to make this a physical reality? Right after the I am is Taurus season, the first earth sign of the zodiac. So what will manifest? What seed will we plant from the subconscious, the imagination, the I am? What actions are we going to put to plant that seed into the ground, and it will start to flourish? Think of this as like a trip that you have been planning. You have to make sure you have a checklist of the things that you want to pack and take with you, and the things that you don't want to take with you when you go on this trip. The steps that you will take, the pit stops, and the final destination. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Leave a comment, share if you care to do so. Make sure you join me on IG. That's where I'll be posting mostly. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.